Grand Rising, everybody. You already know who this is. So today's topic, we're going to talk about standing up for yourself. We're in an era now where nobody really gives a shit about each other. We can see injustice happen to somebody, and instead of trying to fix it and maybe even save a life, we love to just sit there and record on our phone when someone intervening could literally save someone's life. We don't care. See, for a while now, I'm like, why do I have to feel like when something wrong is done to me that, I just have to take it? Right now, I'm irritated about something, but you know what? I'll be fine, because at the end of the day, the right side always wins, and the lies that people tell only go so far, because when you start asking people questions like da-da-da-da, whatever it may be, who, what, when, where, why, they get damn quiet. And there was a certain situation where I could have band together with another young woman and really got some people in trouble for what they've done. I guess because mine situation is working a lot faster than hers, and they basically did illegal things and disrespected the shit out of her. She decided to start acting funny when she was like, okay, I'll help you. And then I'm like, well, for certain things to happen, we have to sign paperwork, and I need to speak to this person. The other day, she was just like, I never said I would help you. Oh, because you're hating? When two brains are better than one. See, this is why I don't really get along with women, because they sit up here and they're so petty, they be hating. And my thing is, whatever it takes, we can band together to make things work. Instead of hating on each other, there's more than enough to go around. But literally, my people especially will have a situation that's very vital, and because maybe they may be scared or people may not know the law, they just sit up here and be like, I have to take this. You ain't got to take shit in your heart. Whatever situation you're going through, certain things aren't right. Why act afraid? All I have to say is, when you write something down, that is your evidence. And pretty much a person can lie. There's proof. And always document. Especially in certain situations, you have to sit up here and record situations, because it's your word against theirs. And different entities may try to make it seem like you're crazy and all this stuff. Man, I'm so sick of taking BS, y'all. I'm not doing it anymore. And my thing is, if I can prevent the next person, race or gender doesn't have shit to do with it, to not have to suffer with what I've gone through, I am so happy. But we, the people, we definitely cannot get along long enough to work together. And my thing is, I see people on the internet trying to be revolutionaries, but in real life, what are you doing? Like I said when I was live, I said, we got to teach each other. We have to help each other. When shit gets rough, we got to make sure that we're doing what the fuck we need to do. The problem is, the older generation, our parents, our grandparents didn't really teach us shit. Me personally, we have to teach the little ones. If a cop ever pulls you over and decides that he wants to question you, we have to tell our little ones, you cannot question me without my parents, and you cannot question me without an attorney. Look at the Central Park 5. Corey Wise went in to support his friend and did mad years in prison for a crime he did not commit. These men were accused, viewer discretion is advised, of raping some white lady. For some reason, the rapist who beat the fuck out of her after all these years decided to confess that he did it. None of their DNA was found on this woman. This is why adults, young adults, and children, when you're going to places, you have to allow someone to know where you're at. For example, when the nail shops were closed because of COVID, an associate gave me a lady's information and I'd be going to her house. You know damn well I text 3 of my people, her name, her phone number, and address, and was like, if I don't come back in 3 hours, something is wrong. And while I got my nails done, I was talking to my friend on the phone, because people are strange. People don't always make their destinations, and, shit gets funny fast. But back to the injustice part. Illegal things are done on the job. Illegal things are done in businesses. Illegal shit's done on the streets. And we just sit back and take it like we a punk bitch. Black folks especially. We are the most disrespected race in the damn world. But people want to be like us, and then we cower down to these clear motherfuckers. Why? Because you think they have power? At the end of the day, even a police officer has to pay for what they've done if they've done shit illegally on the job. They're not above the fucking law. People every day think they could get away with doing bullshit to people, but you can't. Eventually, the energy you give out comes fucking back, and guess what? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm in jail. The integrity is doing right when nobody's around. And at the end of the day, I'll always stand up for myself. If I can help somebody else, I have to go through what I went through. You're damn right I'm going to help. But see, we're in a time where we don't even give a fuck about ourselves, let alone somebody else. I could literally see a police officer using excessive force with somebody, and literally you're being recorded. Be like, officer, this excessive force is not necessary. You need to stop. Period. I have more than one phone. I have 3 actually. My intervening for that 5 to 10 seconds could save somebody's life. But what do we do? Just fucking record shit just for clout. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck about this internet. To me, if it don't make no motherfucking money, I don't give a fuck about it, period. We sit up here and troll and make fun. And you know what's crazy? I remember on Facebook about 5 or 6 years ago, this little dumbass girl was like, Martin Luther King Jr. is a criminal and Nicki Minaj is a queen. What the fuck? Your parents didn't teach your little dumbass shit. Civil rights movement has been happening since the 40s and 50s. Martin Luther King is a criminal. Nicki Minaj is a pedo, and her husband is too. So what the fuck are you talking about, little girl? Like, see, this is how dumb the next generation, and it really bothers me that they dumbasses will be running the world. Like, people are so far gone that when you tell truth, I don't believe in my truths, period. It's considered to be a lie and hate speech. That's how fucked up. This is why we don't give a fuck about shit. This is why we the people ain't got shit. Because our parents didn't raise us right, and we don't hold people responsible for what the fuck they do. That is so frustrating. It literally pisses me the hell off. Seriously, I can't make this shit up. I can't be like, literally. I did a speaker episode and obviously put it on YouTube. And I was calling out how Tyga is a pedophile because he dated Kylie Jenner when she was 15, 16, 17, and this man was 20, 22, 23, 24. Some weird person with no profile was like, you're all messed up. Okay, so you like little children and you touch them? Is that what you're saying? Because anytime I say shit, it's the motherfucker with no profile that has so much to say. And then at the end of the day, I'm a hater and I'm jealous. There's no way no grown man could date my minor daughter without consequences. And you think, oh, I'm going to cause bodily harm? No, I'm going to hit your ass with the law. Because you have to think, if you try to kill this person, your ass is going to prison. If you're a single parent, who are your children gonna have to have a parent? The foster care system don't give a fuck about your children. It's usually some racist family or people who take in these children because they don't give two fucks about how they treat the children. They're doing it for money, and it's sad. Standing up for ourselves could be you went to a business. They treated you super fucked up and were biased, aka racist. Number one is never going back to that goddamn store. And number two is complaining to corporate and telling your people not to shop there. I will give you a prime example. When I was a real busybody working 2 jobs, I had stopped at my local hardware store to get some gloves because my job has me doing certain things where you get cuts on your hands, so I rather have gloves. So at the end of the day, I get some gloves and a box cutter. This ugly bitch is going to try to accuse me of stealing and then ask not one cracker, can I see your receipt, but my shit. I was like, I will never shop there again. I tell people, don't go to that motherfucker, period. Standing up for yourself could be your child's in school, you notice the teacher saying some crazy things or doing certain things you don't like. Talk to your principal. Document shit. You could get these motherfuckers in trouble. Or sometimes you just have to cuss a motherfucker out. I'm not saying you have to be aggressive and, oh, fuck this. No. But at the end of the day, you don't have to sit down and take people's shit, period. It could be you're walking outside or driving or whatever in the public sector. You could see someone get hit by a car, calling 911 to save their life. I've done it before. Walking down the street, somebody's driving an Audi, and I notice all of a sudden they lose control, slam it to the side of a hospital. I call 911. All the doctors come out. I don't know this person from shit. But we, the people, are so definitely terrified to stand up for ourselves that we cower down like some pussies. I'm sick of this shit. It's not cool. At the end of the day, we have to know justice, no peace. I posted something on Facebook 2-3 days ago that it says blue lives don't matter because your occupation is your choice. Being black isn't. And I stand for it. Guess what? Nobody on the internet like my shit. When I talk rash shit, reckless gossip on my channel or on social media, everybody's in for it. But when a bitch like me says some real shit, motherfuckers is quiet. And there's only few people that could touch my chakras and we can have in-depth adult conversations without getting upset. Even if we disagree on something, it's nothing fucking personal. We gotta do better. It disappoints me. Give me one moment, you guys. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I got some stuff going on, and while it's quiet, I'm able to do my YouTube and my podcast without a bunch of noise. So it's like, why are we cowered down as African people? We are royalty. Without African folks, others wouldn't exist. We were kings and queens. We ruled the world. We did business internationally, not just in Africa, but even in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We did business all around the world, period. Now we cower down. We don't own businesses. We don't own properties. You know what I mean? We want to invest in dumb shit that doesn't make us any money. But then when it's so convenient, we play the black card. Like at the end of the day, I am an African woman every day. It don't change, and I wouldn't choose to be no other way. Look at, I would say 2 generations before me would be my grandmother. As light as she was, like the palm of my hand, damn near, growing up in the South. Considered Creole, which is Haitian and French. So you either look really, really white or you look more African. Anyways, as light as my grandmother was, could damn near pass for white. Walking to and from school, they called her Niggr. When they would walk about 10 miles to and from school, so that's 20 miles a day. The bus driver would call her Niggr, splash her, get her all wet. Imagine being wet all day and then having to come back just to get splashed again. As kind as my grandmother was, I ain't never heard her say, oh, I hate white people and F them. But I feel to a degree, us African folks have every right to say we don't like the European and fuck them. Look at the shit that's happened this far in the world. Hold on one second. We have every right to feel that way, and they still benefit from white privilege. If you don't think that exists, I seen a video probably a year or two ago where this European literally pulls a gun on a cop and fucking starts beating his ass, saying, I want to shoot. But some girls jump a girl. The girl pulls out a switchblade or a knife, tries to stab the other girl, and the cop shoots her 4 to 5 times. What the fuck? White privilege, let's be real. I don't trust no po-po, none of them, no matter even if you look like me. Don't trust your ass. At the end of the day, people say, well, in this world, what do we need to do? The people that hate you definitely don't give a fuck about you, definitely will never love you, but we have this like Stockholm Syndrome thing where we want these motherfuckers to love us when they don't. We want them to love us even though they damn don't. And then when we try to go to the other side, we realize it wasn't sweet like that. And then we get mad, which I've told y'all all this long. We, the African folks, need to love each other, build strong nations, strong families, strong businesses. We have enough black dollars that in every state we can own everything our own, but we won't do shit to come together. But we always want to cry, what do we do? Protesting and marching definitely ain't gonna do shit. Hate those that hate you and love those that love you. I'm not saying every European is racist, no, but majority of them are, and I hate white supremacy, period. I will never love a motherfucker that don't love me, period. You can look like me and I don't give a fuck. I know too many Uncle Toms and coons that will sell out on their people, do dirty business like P. Diddy. He didn't give a shit about Black Rob. And basically before Black Rob passed away, all he did was give him a hotel for 2 weeks. P. Diddy, you have so many apartments. You could have let that man live in one of those and helped him pay medical bills. This man's made y'all lots of money and you don't give a fuck. Ever since I was little, my only living parent told me, you're worth more dead than alive. Makes sense to me. They don't give a fuck. See, Diddy is a prime example that he don't give a shit about his people. He does dirty business. I believe somebody on my Facebook said he was offered a contract by P. Diddy. I said, brother, you will be a goddamn fool if you do that shit. You're going to be broke. He going to set you on the shelf and then you owe him. You might as well be independent. Immortal Technique is an independent artist. He's made millions and millions of dollars. He don't give a fuck. But guess what? The real shit he says, a few months back, the cops arrested him for some bullshit because he don't give a fuck. He tells the truth, and that shit I could respect. He's not scared. He brings knowledge into the things he talks about. When I have a chance, I could check him out and listen to him. But we act scared. Oh, we're so scared of the others. We are strong people, and when I get to talking about culture, we taught the European how to clean their house and wear drawers and walk upright. They was real nasty. They had their animals living in the house and shit. We had to say you can't shit in the house and have your animals. You have to domesticate the animals. European, named after an African goddess. Let's be real. But people don't want to hear me when I kick knowledge. They get fucking quiet, and they think it's cool to just be stupid. We're in an age of information. Like I tell people, look up stuff. Right now, if we had to live in the wilderness, would most of you guys even know what poison berries are? How to purify water? How to dig a little hole and use a restroom? How to stay warm? Would you know? Could you literally walk miles and miles and miles and hide if we ever had to? We're so dependent on the fucking internet. And my job is not to hate, but to give information and not be afraid. I've had to fight these lethargic devils for 5 years of my life, and every motherfucking day these evil bitches lied on me, and I said, no matter what you do, I'm still gonna smile. No matter what you say, I'm still gonna be happy. No matter what I have to do, I'm gonna do it to make my situation better, so say what you want. The main bitch who did fuck shit to me all those 5 days kissed my ass in the end, like, bitch, you fake as hell. Being fake as hell. We don't do that. Like, don't try to talk to me and be nice. Now you made it seem like I was stupid, dumb, like I didn't know shit, like I'm idle-minded, while I'm idle-minded, and all type of stuff. That ain't cool. But now you want to kiss my ass and be nice because I said, what you're not going to do is sit there and motherfucking talk to me like I'm a fucking dumbass. And because you had a bad day, bitch, is your cholesterol that fucking high? You're not commuting what the fuck I'm saying. I don't kiss nobody's ass. I don't give a fuck what you think your title is, what you think anything is. I'ma still be me, still be motherfucking happy and do what the fuck I need to do. Period. I don't care. I'm a kind person. I'll help anybody, but what I'm not going to do is be a punk ass bitch and take what people do to me sitting fucking down. Notated shit, I've gotten people in trouble before. Whole teams fired because what they were doing to me was fucked up. Like, when you work more than 4 hours a day, you deserve a break from work. Why the fuck these motherfuckers wasn't giving me a break? And I was hella pregnant, wasn't giving me breaks. They didn't think I knew what time I leave. One person tried to grab me by my shirt. I said, don't do that, I'm gonna fuck you up. Got him in trouble. One guy to this day, if I go back to where I used to work, this nigga will run away from me because he's scared. He will run away. I could wear a wig, wear a green wig and paint my skin. He knows my voice. He will literally, a grown man will run away because he's scared, because he knows I don't take no shit. So many situations cause for lawsuits, class action lawsuits to get people in trouble, but we get too scared because we get intimidated. Stop letting people put fear in your damn heart, because at the end of the day, love is stronger. You let somebody, if you do this or do this, bitch, sue them. This and this. Of course they're going to shit on you. That's what the devil does fucked up shit. We need to band together, black folks, and stop shopping at Target and Walmart, get our own grocery store. In Compton, California, there is a health food store owned by a black woman. Support the black business. Pretty much, Target and Walmart get their shit from China. They've been yelling, "Stop Asian hate." Those same motherfuckers don't like my black ass. But I'm supposed to feel sorry for somebody? You got me fucked up. Now you know how niggas feel. I've had a Asian motherfucker tell me I'm a low-class, dirty bitch because I'm black. I'm poor and I never had shit. How do you know me? Okay, I wanted to say some pretty fucked up shit, but I'm like, bitch, you know what we're saying is true. That's why your motherfucking ass is mad. Ignorant, stupid. These most Asians act like the racist European. So I'm supposed to feel bad that people attack you? How do you think niggas felt all these years, still to this day in 2021? We still getting treated like shit because of how we look, and it's messed up. I was always taught to judge people by their character, whether you're an African, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. If you have a good heart, I don't give a fuck. But if you're a devil and you have chaotic energy, fuck you. Including the people that look like me, fuck you. I don't feel bad. I've tried to warn our people what is to happen. We don't want to listen. And then when it's too late, you want to cry. But I told you, nigga. I told you so, nigga. So how can I feel bad for someone that doesn't listen? At the end of the day, I want us to unite, come together. But is it possible? Yes, but we don't want to listen. So now, knowing what I know, knowing some of the law, I tell people, study the law in your state. It might save your life. How is it that someone that looks like me can't even go jogging in a neighborhood without some motherfucker thinking I'm a criminal and then wanting to shoot? Really? That's sad. That's been happening. This is why certain situations, certain parts in my community, I would never go into that motherfucker without some Dracos and some other shit, because these people will rob you, beat your ass for no reason. And it's our people doing it to each other. I know, shorty, congratulations on your party, but I will not be going there. Plus, you're inviting me to this party knowing you don't like me. I've had to literally decline or tell a lie to save my ass. So a few years ago, this company I was working for, my coworkers invited me to this party. And I just simply said, my little one is sick. I can't make it. Why the fuck they get there? Somebody brings their TV. And there's some weird shit goes down to where people are smoking weed. And the main chick who doesn't like me, I didn't go, snitched on everybody who smoked weed, and they all got suspended for like 2 weeks. I'm like, dude, I'm not letting you motherfuckers set me up. I'm not stupid. I'm smarter than that. Straight up, I'm smarter than that. Why can't we collectively say, hey, in the community, when people do protest, when people do certain things, why can't we create a community fund for those people who are innocently arrested for no reason? And there's no such thing as a peaceful protest, because at the end of the day, the cops are going to shoot and they're going to throw tear gas. That's not peaceful. We've been marching and, please help me, Lord. They ain't. I'm sorry, they're not. They don't give a fuck. Let's be real. Why can't we do that? Then it's like, Certain celebrities do shit just to be seen. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a big Tupac fan. He did a lot of shit behind the scenes that no one will know. He didn't need no fucking camera. But we do shit to be seen. To me, that is the most fucked up form of help. If I walk down the street, I'll give you an example. Some years back at a job, I'll walk into work and this lady's like from another country, like Israel or some shit over there, Jordan or something. Don't really speak good English. And she's like profusely crying. So she's like, can you buy me food? I run from country because it's bad. Don't really know the lady. She has all her children. They're fucking crying. So I buy her something to eat, and I give her the change and said, I hope you have a better day, ma'am. I don't know this lady from nowhere. I didn't have to go like, look what I did. Look. No, who does that? That's ingenuine. Caring for your community means everybody. Caring for your community means calling people on their bullshit when you need to. Because I would do it if I'm doing something fucked up. I am not ashamed to say, hey, I'm sorry. Even if I get mad, I'm like, oops, my bad. I didn't mean to come off like that. Sorry. We can't even. You probably have too much water. But do we really want to do better? I'm just saying, stand up for yourself even when one has to stand alone. I've done it plenty of times. And guess what? Deep inside those motherfuckers that be acting mad fake be mad because I don't give a fuck. Like, how are you even hating on me? Because you're in a position to make way more money than me. You got more shit than I do. But because I'm integrity and I'm a solid motherfucker, you're jealous? Well, stop being fake. I could love a motherfucker to pieces and then end up realizing I don't even like you. Because you're shit. And I could literally pretend I don't see you, ignore you. But you know what's funny? A genuine person that I am, people who do me wrong usually end up apologizing and wanting to come back, but you cross the line. There's no coming back. So I tell people, make sure when you go left field that you're sure and stand on your position, because at the end of the day, I will not take that. Oh, you're this. Well, how about you're this bitch and you do da-da-da-da-da. Never said shit. I wasn't all that. When I was helping you, I wasn't da-da-da-da-da when this happened, but because you can't use me anymore, you're mad. That's super funny to me, and I think I can't stop laughing. For reals, I will not allow someone to try to hurt me because they can't get what they want. At the end of the day, whether it's going live, whether it's people in real life, keep the same energy. If you show me genuine love and care, I will have your back. But you can't do some left double agent shit. That's why the Black Panther Party went downhill, because that dude was going to get 18 months for a crime he committed. So he said, pretend to be a Black Panther Party, and boom. That's why Fred Hampton Sr.'s not here. The man would have been in his 70s. And then on PBS on January 21st, 1990, he did an interview. Said, I was a part of the revolution, and it is what it is. How the fuck are you part of the revolution when you're snitching for the motherfucking overseer, a.k.a. Massa, and that's why these niggas went to jail? And then slightly after that segment aired on PBS, he killed himself. Good. You couldn't live with yourself. That's why I tell people, make sure you do what you're supposed to do, because at the end of the day, you're definitely not going to like the end result. Your mind keeps thinking, your mind keeps thinking. Well, you shouldn't have did that. You couldn't sit on 18 months. That ain't shit. Motherfuckers be getting like thousands of years or hundreds of years. Like, I'll be dead 8 times over before they get out of prison. You couldn't sit on a measly 18 months. You couldn't sit on a measly 18 months. like, wow, a piece of shit. And I don't feel sorry for people who do that overseer shit to their people. You'll be surprised in the workplace. No matter what your nationality is, I've seen a lot that if a woman is not willing to sleep with her supervisor or manager, they will disrespect you every day and treat you like dirt. Like, I ain't like that. Oh, that's funny. Ew, you're not even my type. And ew, I would never do that. Most people will punk out and cop out and do that anyways, not me. I laugh. There's always somewhere someone to complain to. So you go to your supervisor, and then you go to your manager. Then you go to the person in the office. Then you contact human resources, and then there's usually a complaint line. We think stuff doesn't affect us, but it freaking does. Meaning, eventually, when one gets so many complaints, a company will be like, oh shit, I could get sued. You're suspended. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to stick out and just sit back. That's what I do. Just sit back and be like, shit. I know what I can do is control my emotions. I know I can document stuff. I've never let fear hold me back. I've had to do it even when I didn't want to. Right now, I filled out a lot of paperwork and have done a lot of stuff, and I feel tired. But at the end, it's well worth it. You have to stand for what you mean, because one glitch in the error, somebody could say, oh, well, this person really wasn't whatever because they did such and such. We got to use our brains. Knowing the law is important, because somebody could tell you some bullshit and pretty much that's it, because you're ignorant and you don't know. Learn. Be understanding and be willing to listen. See, the problem nowadays is we're so quick to talk, but do we actually listen to what somebody says when they say, hey, try this and not this? Come on now. Let's be real. Do we listen? No. How can the student teach the master or the sensei? The fuck he's teaching you? Like even Malcolm X, the day he was assassinated, he only had $10 to $15. Anything he owned belonged to the Nation of Islam. And the reason why they tried to kill him is because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was in his 60s and 70s getting minors pregnant. Pedophile. Yes, you heard me say it, pedophiles. So niggas was mad. How come we can't call people, oh, I have holy sperm? Bitch, you're a pedo. What is holy about that shit? Yes, I said it. People act like they're afraid to say a truth. For reals? When Elijah Muhammad said, don't say, I think he basically, the public asked him, well, how do you feel about John F. Kennedy being assassinated? He was like, basically, I don't care about that white man. Upset. But see, think about this. You can't do state and religion or state and church. It doesn't go together. For reals? Think about it. This is why sometimes you just have to learn when to talk and learn when to listen, because it could literally cost your life. I've seen people make total fun of a famous person getting killed, and they get smoked on Instagram Live or Facebook Live. Like, bruh, did you really have to say that shit? You could have shut your ass up. But nah, we want to be seen. Nah, we have to be seen. Remember, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. And thank you, everybody, for joining me on Speaker and YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on Speaker and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a nice day. Thank you.